Just before we start, this is not a video I usually do. Most of my subs or people who generally watch my videos won't have any idea what I'm talking about, and I probably won't do a video like this again. But I thought it would be an interesting one to make about some untalked information in a fairly known case in the CSGO competitive scene. Also, you might be able to tell that my voice is a bit croaky or something like that. I've got a sore throat and I'm just like feeling a bit generally nah. So, 1,000 apologies for that. And last thing is that some details in this were kind of hard to find, so sorry if not all the information is 100% correct and all that. I really don't do videos like this, so it was really kind of weird. So, yeah, maybe take it with a grain of salt or something. Anyways, on with the video. Woohoo. Now everyone knows the tragedy of Darth IBP the Unwise. In a match on CEVO Season 5, IBP played against Netcode Guides, but the up-and-coming North American team threw the match for a bunch of in-game skins. They were eventually caught and the whole team was banned, apart from Skadoodle, although they weren't the only players to be banned. In this short video, I'm going to show the other players who got banned and discuss their involvement in the throw, plus what they did before the event happened. So, yeah, let's get into it, I guess. DeBorn. Probably the most known of the list, DeBorn was the transferer of the skins to the IBP team, but he is also one of the reasons how they actually were caught, due to his girlfriend, probably his ex now, leaking messages between the two, exposing the match fix. He played for some high-tier North American teams in Counter-Strike 1.6, first with Complexity, then after his team was replaced with a bunch of Brazilians, Fallen's team, he moved to Evil Geniuses, the team nothing was on. And some might say, old Complexity's rival team. Side note, Evil Geniuses had the player Nothing, but also had another player called Good for Nothing. It was rather confusing. After Evil Geniuses shut down their Counter-Strike teams, he started playing CSGO and CS 1.6 on different teams sporadically, so I'll just list notable ones. Starting first, he played for Team Homeless for a bit, with AZK, who was one of the IBP players in the Throne match. Then he went on to Manajuma, which was the team that Shroud was on at the time. Then, lastly, he played a few matches for Torqued with Steel, another IBP or band player, although this was after the incident occurred. Cud. Cud was the person who placed the bets on Netcode Guides, and I think he used multiple accounts to bypass the bet limit. People say that the bans killed an esports career of a young CSGO prodigy, but apparently he might have killed two. Cud was supposedly a really good young player who could potentially dominate the scene when given enough time. He played with some relatively small / mid-tier teams, although interestingly enough, playing for Team Liquid, but before they were as big as they are now. There are accusations though that he had a history of match-fixing games, but I couldn't find any more information about that. Casey Foster. Casey was one of the founders of Netcode Guides, which was called Netcode Illuminati to begin with. He directly profited from the scandal, so he was added to the ban list. He played in some high-tier North American CS Source teams, with the likes of Freakazoid, Shazam, and Dazed, who also took part in the CEVO match. He also, I think, owns a YouTube channel called Casey Foster TV, which is mostly Netcode Guide stuff, and I also found a frag movie about him. After Source, he played for some mid / low tier teams in CSGO until 2014, but surprisingly, he made a reappearance in early 2018 on FAM143 Academy for a few months, and may have a fairly active face account, although it could be a fake account. So yeah, the players discussed stopped playing at about mid to late 2014, even after the player unbans from some esports organizations. They never played competitive CSGO, so far to my knowledge, ever again, apart from Mr. Foster for a short time. Everyone keeps on talking about the swags and the steals, so when they were unbanned, of course they're going to play. But these players were not really known, and they probably have moved on from the game, so they likely didn't feel any need to come back. So, thanks for watching, I guess. It was kind of odd making this, because it's talking about real people and all that, and, you know, I don't really do that. I don't really talk about... I feel like a normal person with a normal documentary. Ugh. But no one else had really mentioned these guys in the case, so I thought I'd shed some light on the story. So, yeah. Bye.